medical breakthrough. People with autism have problems communicating with others. Researchers around the world are developing programs and apps to help mediate. In terms of social interactions, Ioannis lives in a kind of bubble. He is autistic. Speaking is difficult for him. Earlier this year, his psychologist told his mother about a new kind of medicine, a computer program.
Nowadays he can form sentences, and thanks to e-Mincer he can understand. If I tell him that we are going to San Sebastian, he understands me. And it was a big surprise when he could tell us that he wanted to go to San Sebastian by car.
e-Mincer is Basque for electronic speech. The program helps Ioannis form sentences using little pictograms. Slowly, he's learning how to say the words. The software is the brainchild of child psychologist Joaquin Fuentes Biggie. He says its use is not limited to autistic people.
A large number of people worldwide aren't able to communicate by word. A lot more than people think. Many of the people have good visual memories, so we decided to create an instrument that uses visual memory to support their oral communication. We thought, let's create a talking device for them.
The Nesplora company developed the program, initially for PCs and Android tablets. Thanks to funding, it's free of charge. It's not the only such program. There are now hundreds of apps for autism. Affected people exchange their views on websites, wikis, blogs, and forums. There are sites with lists of useful apps, and some people make their own programs. Isabel Ziobek from the Free University in Berlin studies computer-supported therapies.
This movement was kicked off by the autism community, by the affected people themselves. They're helping themselves. Many are so computer savvy that they develop programs to help other autistic people. It's really exciting.
Her team has also developed software to help people with autism recognize emotions. She says computers are ideal mediators.
Autistic people tend to have strong computing skills. They tend to be able to understand systems and manipulate them. And they like to work in areas where things are repetitive and predictable. Social interactions are not predictable, so they're frightening. Computers are predictable. They don't do things spontaneously that you don't ask them to do. That makes autistic people feel more secure.
Isabel Ziobek's team wants to adapt the software for tablet computers that could accompany autistic people in everyday life. But they're not a cure for the condition.
Of course, tablets can make daily life easier. They can start up the communication process, but they can't replace an interaction partner or a therapist. There are clear limitations to technical aids.
Ioannis' main interaction partners are his siblings. His little sister helps to personalize e-Mincer for him.
I do the voice for the pictograms to help Ioannis learn.
Ioannis will always be autistic, but now he has a voice. Shift says this is a promising approach.